The choice in the beginning, because we were, I know it's changed now, but because in the early days we only had X number of pages to work from, and because I was so keen that we be seen to be breaking boundaries, bringing new domains in that you know, especially the French journals on cinema were just refusing to get involved with. It was quite a politically based thrust at the beginning. I just didn't want to give space over to reviews. So that was the first thing. There is a place for reviews, and they happen. You know, in I guess Sight and Sound, Screen, all those other places that do them, THES, etc. And it may be that once they get rid of me, or as I get rid of myself, nobody gets rid of me, but as I get rid of myself, that the Phil and Will and Sarah and the new person who comes on board will decide that now that there's less limitation on space in the journal, that they ought to bring in reviews. So I'm not against it at all, but I just sort of felt I didn't particularly want it in my journal. I didn't particularly want it in French cinema whilst I was in charge of it. But you're right, of course it's another way of galvanising a debate.
I was just thinking, completely by accident, because I was pretty ambivalent about the whole idea of reviews. We got a submission through for a critical theory study of 9/11,
yeah.
Which was interesting, and certainly one strand of the cultural contributors to the journal. And then we've got another one coming up, which is a media studies review of the events around 9/11. So between the two of those, it establishes a nice polarity about ways of looking, which puts the journal squarely politically in the middle, which does seem to be making cunning. Yes,
no, I think that is that's very cunning. I think we're in a slightly different ballpark from your journal. I think each journal has to establish its own identity. But for example, we have been lucky, it's been quite serendipitous, but it's worked, and maybe because we've had a little bit of, as we've had more articles, we've had time to organise slightly differently. We've always hoped to have history, genre trends, theory and technology. That's what we've always hoped to have, that kind of dispersal in each issue. That hasn't always happened, but what has happened is that controversial filmmakers like Catherine Breillat, we've tended to get 2 or 3 on different sets of films by her. Usually when a new one comes out, we get a whoop of stuff, not just on that film but on other stuff of hers, where very different positions are taken around that particular filmmaker or around a particular film of that filmmaker. And that's happened with her, with Agnès women mostly, Agnès Varda, her and Claire Denis. So we've been able to publish 3 articles in 1 volume on that. Now that's brilliant, because that's a debate as well, and we address it in the editorial. But I think you're right, and I'm sure that I think Phil is more keen for reviews than I am. Probably I would be now. Change, but originally there was space. Then I thought, I don't want to give space over to that. But I think your argument is a good one.